At the time this show was filmed, Excalibur was a client of ours, and Rob Dykeman was the guy who ran the Excalibur. And he and I got to be friends over time, and we were talking one day, and he confessed to me how much he loved hog hunting. And I said, you know, I was on a hog hunt last year down in Oklahoma, and I just had a blast doing it. I said, hey, boy, they got a lot of hogs down there. He said, boy, he said, that just makes me kind of drool, you know. I didn't realize he loved hogs basically more than anything else to hunt with his crossbow. So I said, you know, if you want to, I could probably make a call and get a thing set up for you to go down there and hunt. Oh, he said, could you? Would you? I said, let me see what I can do. And I was able to do it for him, and Rob went down and went on a hunt. To see all the wisdom Rob can pass on to you, make sure you watch the full show of this particular one. And not just the pieces, because we're going to show you the hunt here in the pieces, but that's not all the information, the good information that Rob gives you as he goes through all the different things in the middle of it, but you'll see it 100% on the full show. So do that, because the information is definitely worth it. And if you haven't hunted with a crossbow, for crying out loud, give it a try. Go someplace to a store where you can try them out. They've advanced by many companies light years from where they were back when they first came out. And they're a great weapon. They're a great weapon. They're not something that should be restricted to the old or the handicapped. There should be a tool that you can use to harvest game with, just like all the other tools we have. Shotguns, black powder rifles, bow and arrows. Just be mindful of all the rules and everything else, and make yourself happy the way it makes you the happiest.
This hunt all started when I met Babe at the ATA show, and he asked me what I loved to hunt. One of the first things that come to my mind is hog hunting. I love to hunt hogs. It's a great thing to go chase in the off season when you're not hunting bear, deer, or moose. Hogs are just a great animal to go have some fun with. We wanted to test out our new Matrix 405 crossbow. It's a brand new bow for 2014, and there's nothing better to test some arrows on than hogs. It's always a good idea, guys, when you crossbow hunt, that when you're set up before the action starts, take a look at your surroundings in your blind. Test your crossbow, make sure your limbs aren't going to hit anything. Then you can make a nice, clean, good shot. It'll just better prepare you when the moment of truth comes and you want to make a good shot.
We have a good population of wild hogs, and you'll get groups of some 20 to 30 sometimes that are big groups. If we don't hunt them, we don't try to get them knocked down. They tear our grass up for our cows. They'll pollute water. They're nasty. They roll around in everything. They'll run your cows off feed even. Just a problem here in Oklahoma we have with the tearing up grasslands and stuff like that, and hay fields, where you go to baling your hay and you're hitting big old chug holes because they've tore it all up. So we're trying to hunt them and keep the population down and have a good time while we're doing it.
Got a whole harem of pigs just walked in here. They're just over the left here. They're all in this thick brush, so hopefully they walk out. It looks like they want to come into the opening here when we get a shot. Let's see what happens. Hogs are a real unique critter to hunt. A lot of times you hear them coming, they sound like a freight train coming through the bush. The first group of hogs we encountered, they snuck right up on us. We never heard them. There's about 15 of them. Little hogs, big hogs, and it turned out there was nothing really that we wanted to shoot out of it, because they all were pretty small. It was our first day of hunting. So we decided to pass, but it was real exciting just to see some hogs again. 34 yards, definitely shootable, but there's a lot of them, but they're not that big. I think we're gonna hold off here a little bit, see if there's some bigger ones that want to come in. It's pretty exciting stuff though. It was getting around 7:30, and another big troop of them came in, and right away we knew we were shooting. A big white one came out, and it was a no-brainer. That was the pig we were taking a shot at if we got a chance. That's a hit. Whew, that's a hit. That's exciting. We waited. We saw, you know, Brad saw a couple hogs coming into our right. Past our old blind there, they rolled in. There's about 5 or 6 of them. I don't even know. I'm so excited right now. That was pretty exciting. And there's a good sized brown one, but then some smaller ones. And then this great big white one came out, and we said, you know what, we got to take it. When you're filming a hog hunt, it's always difficult to coordinate which pig you're actually going to shoot with the cameraman. But there was no mistake in that one. We said, let's take the big white one. As soon as he gave us a shot, we drilled them. You know, we could hear it hit, and they jumped back down into the creek bottom, and saw them all come up, and he never came up. So I think we got ourselves our first Oklahoma hog. That's awesome. I was pretty excited to see what would happen. I was actually aiming double shoulder on it. I wanted to see what this arrow and broadhead would do coming off the Matrix Mega 405. He didn't go more than 20 yards with a double pass through, and great blood trail. Couldn't have asked for better. Everything worked out just perfect.
As you noticed, Oklahoma's got its share of wild hogs, and that was just a few of them on that particular ranch. They've also got some big bucks. I mean, they're not like some of the states that, like Illinois or Iowa, that just continue to put out big bucks, or Indiana, several states there. Kansas is another great one. Oklahoma has got some, and you know, it's like every place else, you got to find the right section of Oklahoma and the right outfitter to go with. And then you got to have luck on your side, and the rut working for you, not against you, and all the other things that are necessary to have the hunt of your dreams become the hunt of your reality. But Oklahoma's got bucks that you dream about, I'll promise you that. Hey, if you think of it, give us a thumbs up at the end of it and subscribe to the channel and tell your friends. We have things coming up you're going to love. Well, I hope you love them all, but I think there's so many different things I've done for different kinds of critters with different kinds of weapons, different kinds of places all over North America and several other sections of the world. So, of which you'll see me hunting down in Argentina and taking my first red stag, and then my second red stag, and then an axis deer, and then a black buck antelope, for example. But there's lots of good things, so we're going to get better and better every week. Just watch.